So just about set now. And starting in this one, Mason Miller.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Here's Nico Horner.
Leading off the afternoon for the Cubs, the second baseman, Nico Horner.
Bounce to the right side, and it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Dansby Swanson stands in at the belt and fires. Good eye right there. Nobody out, runner at first. Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
Clearly all in on the fastball right there, but it was a changeup. Bottom just fell out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment.
Miller picks over. Horner gets back easily. 3-2 now, and he walked him.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Ian Happ up to hit. The Happ Daddy. Here comes a pitch. And a count 1-2. The pitch. Way inside, gets out of the way. The 2-2 now. That one to first. Diving, and he can't make the play. Here's the throw, and he's in there. A run comes in on the play.
Back-to-back singles, backdoor breaking ball, and he didn't go the other way with it like you might think, but put a good swing on it, squared it up nicely.
First and second, no outs. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Back to the mound. Nice stop. The throw. Smith tossed to second. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Edwin Rios here. So now 1-2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Got him. Now 2 out. And now it's going to be Patrick Wisdom. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And now 1-2.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
1-2 here. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in the East Bay. So here's the lefty, Justin Steele. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, he's not a rookie, but still very young in this game, learning his craft. I think the key is getting consistent reps and the opportunity to develop his stuff. Looking forward to watching him pitch in this one.
Here's a speed threat, Esteury Ruiz.
The center fielder.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. And another ball.
3-1.
And now it's filled up. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Got him. And 1 away.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base pass. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Aledmys Diaz now. Next pitch is outside, and the count's full. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now it's Jesus Aguilar. Pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Out there to center. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Shea.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Diaz, the runner at first with 2 gone. And now a full count.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Three-two on the way. In the air, out towards left center, and that'll fall for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The catcher,
And here's the catcher, number 44. Ball to strike. The pitch. Fouled off. He was late. And now the lefty. And a ball evens the count.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Got him swinging. That's out number 3. 2 left on. We move to the second here in Oakland. It's the Cubs 1 and the A's nothing. Back in Oakland, all set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Eric Hosmer. The 2-1. And that one fouled off. One thing throughout his career, Chris, people looking for him to hit the ball in the air a little bit more, hit for a tiny bit more power.
Yeah, just doesn't seem to get that lift and backspin consistently. Seen him have power, though, to the opposite field gap, which has been impressive.
Here's Nick Madrigal. There's a strike. 2-2 now. Popped up. He's got it. 2 down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
And now the batter is Tucker Barnhart. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 1 and the A's nothing. And welcome back. We head to the bottom of the second, and now Kevin Smith. And a swing and a miss. One gone here.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Now batting Tyler Wade. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
This looks like extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Man at second here with 2 away. Connor Capel up next for the A's. And it's filled up.
Countful.
Diaz stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Welcome back. And now Nico Horner.
The second baseman,
Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. Very high with that one. 3 balls and a strike.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique, and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Full count.
The pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
1 down, base is empty. Pitch is in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. There's a swing and a drive. That one's carrying. And it hits the fence. And he's got a double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
1 out, runner at second. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Next pitch is outside. Runner leads away at second. Fouls one off. 2-2. And here it comes. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Bellinger up to hit. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. And a 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated hitter.
Edwin Rios, the next Cub to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Here's a 1-1. And strike 2.
1-2.
First and second, 2 down. Lined, and that's a base hit. Runner around third. He'll score easily, and they lead by 2.
Big RBI for him right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. Stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
So up next, Patrick Wisdom. Swing and a tapper. Slings to first. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at the ballpark, set for the bottom of the third. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Yuri Ruiz. The 1-1. And a foul ball. And down on strikes. And 1 out now. Aledmys Diaz now. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
2-2.
The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Kicks and deals. Good eye right there.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Out to center. Bellinger drifts towards it. Makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
The first baseman, number 99.
2 outs, base is empty. And now, Jesus Aguilar. That one fouled off. 2-2. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the A's are gone in order. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in the East Bay, out of the fourth, and now it's Eric Hosmer.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Breaking ball inside, and it's 2-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ken Waldachuk appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Lovelady warming up as well. Got it by him for the K.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Here's the third baseman, Nick Madrigal. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And the 3-1. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Ken Waldachuk.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you get a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
One gone runner at first. And now the switch hitting catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And it is 2-1. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at best. If you're going to try to get there safely, you've got to get more on that lead. You've got to get a better jump. That was the difference between being safe and out.
Bounced up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back in Oakland, bottom four, leading off, Shea Langoliers.
Designated hitter.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
This one in the air, center field. Bellinger coming on. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, catcher.
And now here's the A's catcher, number 44. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Out into left center for a line drive base hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Great hands on that swing. Took the barrel right to the baseball, caught it out front, and ripped it into the gap. At that point, probably no question.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swing and a miss. Barnhart, great throw. Caught stealing.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
The 1-2. Stays alive. The 1-2. That one missing inside.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Two now. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
And welcome back. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-'80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are. I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Well, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the batter now, Dansby Swanson. Runner at first with no outs here. There's a swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Lace to right center, base hit. Horner flies around third. He scores, and they're up by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Ian Happ now at the plate. 1 for 2. Ian an RBI base hit back in the first. That one in for a strike. 2-2. The pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Bellinger.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Boog, I had the chance to scout Cody Bellinger as a toddler. He used to come into the clubhouse after games there in Columbus as his dad Clay was a catcher and a utility player on the team. And you could tell then that he had a pretty special swing.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Next offering is fouled back. Cody Bellinger told me a funny story that as he was coming out of the cage one time as a little kid, Derek Jeter said to him, "Hey, you don't swing like your dad at all. You got a pretty good swing." Swanson at second with 2 down. Check swing, now an appeal to third. He went around, says Rusty Valentine. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. It's now 3-0. And now here is Tyler Wade.
Let's go, 3 to go, baby. Let's go.
Come on, Oakland!
And he deals. On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
13, second baseman, Jordan Diaz.
Next to hit, Jordan Diaz. Doubled his first time up.
Let's go, Oakland!
Next pitch misses inside, and that's ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swings and misses. Now 3-2. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Drew Smiley throwing and getting ready for David Ross. Hughes getting cranked up as well. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
They say you win.
Well, this offense has just been locked down, almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Here we go, Oakland!
All right, here we go.
Left-hand hitter waits. That misses
Ball,
the
that's
zone.
high.
2-2.
It's a good take.
Next offering is
Down
down
full.
low. And now it's 3-2. In the air, center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing there for the A's. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's some real power at the plate. Patrick Wisdom. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric.
That ball was blasted, Boog, and as broadcasters, we can go weeks without seeing a ball hit 115 miles per hour, which is what StatCast tells us there. Man, he really got the bat through the zone and did not get cheated.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely smoked. Here's Hosmer. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2
Throw,
strikes.
and they got him.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 3 and the A's nothing. Back here in the East Bay. And here is Esteury Ruiz. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. And the pitch. They say you win.
You know, these A's showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. I'm exhausted from watching some of these at-bats. Lots of full counts and a ton of pitches with the starter still out there. They're taking up a lot of his energy. Boog, I can't even keep track of how many full counts we've had in this one. I've messed up my scorebook because there have been so many, and you know my scorebook is a work of art.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Bellinger makes the grab. One away.
Now batting, third baseman.
And it's Aledmys Diaz. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. That one missed. And a pitch. Check swing, went around. It's 2-2.
Let's go, Oakland!
And a pitch. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Madrigal under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Jesus Aguilar up next for the A's. Check swing, went around, and the count 1-2.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Up next for Oakland, the designated hitter,
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
All right, Oakland!
Aguilar off of first with 2 away. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that is that. 1 left for Oakland. Still down 3-0. Zach Jackson gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Athletics, number 61, Zach.
Now the Cubs catcher, Tucker Barnhart. And that's down and away. Action in the pen down there. Kyle Muller up and loosening in the pen. And the right-hander deals. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nico.
So the lineup flips over. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat. You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way so far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
Next offering is down low.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
Here's a 1-1.
No, that's low.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one in for a strike, 2-2. And misses inside. No outs, runners at first and second. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Ian Happ, the next to hit, 1 for 3. Kicks and fires. On the ground, could be 2. Throw is high and over his head. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. And he'll make it up to third here because of the throwing error.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Cody Bellinger getting ready to hit. And a 1-1. Out towards left center. And that one hops the wall. 1 run across. Happ on his way home. Smith with a relay throw. It's off the mark and he scores. It's 6-0.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
On the pitch now for Oakland, Richard Lovelady. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Richard Lovelady.
Man at second with 1 away. Next is the designated hitter, Edwin Rios. Man at second. Towards first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Patrick Wisdom.
Patrick Wisdom, the next Cub to hit. In the air, right field. And that one hops the wall. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 7-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Now it's Eric Hosmer. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. And that's ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Now the third baseman, Nick Madrigal. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-2.
At the belt and fires. In the air, left field. Wade should have this one. He makes the grab, and that is that. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Cubs 7 and the A's nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Drew Smiley.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Number 11, Drew
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, number 44.
The catcher, Carlos Perez.
Check swing. He held up. Ball 2.
balls,
The
one
Cubs
strike.
bullpen with some action. Brad Boxberger, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Hughes, a lefty, warming up as well. Next offering is fouled back. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The why the kick, the pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Struck him out looking.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Kenny Jansen. And now the lefty, and there's a ball.
That's low. That's a ball.
Tapped softly on the ground. Over to Hosmer. 2 up, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 8, Tyler.
2 outs, base is empty. Now Tyler Wade. Left-hand batter waits. That one
No, that
just
missed. That's the
missing
ball.
inside. And the count's even at 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A's go quickly and quietly there. They continue to trail 7-0. Ready to begin the 8th. So up now for Chicago, Tucker Barnhart.
Tucker Barnhart.
The pitch. Strike on the inside corner. Right side. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
The batter, the second baseman.
Stepping in, Nico Horner. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Got him swinging.
The batter, number 7.
Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit.
Swanson.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have it.
Knocks it down to the hole, but in time. Nice job to stay with it to end the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Jordan
The second
Diaz.
baseman, Jordan.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step. And that's why he makes so many great plays.
Digging in for Oakland, Connor Capel. Here's a 1-2. Popped up left side. Swanson gets under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 1,
Yuri Ruiz digs in now. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next up for the A's, Aledmys Diaz. And a 2-1 on the way. And a foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
The 2-2 on the way. And that's downstairs and outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And it goes just foul. The pitch. Struck him out looking. Fastball to letters, froze him for strike 3. This one pretty well decided at this point. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the A's nothing. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the 9th. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. Strike 2. Set down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And now the DH, Edwin Rios. High fly ball out into left center field. Ruiz on the move to his right. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubs 7 and the A's nothing. Brad Boxberger comes on now.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Jesus Aguilar. Right-hander kicks, deals. Way out front for strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, he's ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Movement in the bullpen. Michael Rucker throwing and getting ready for David Ross. Next one is off the plate. 3-2 now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And there's ball 4.
Now batting, catcher.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Number 44. Langoliers, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next one misses, and the count is 2-2.
2-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Two now. The punch out there, and they're down to their last out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
The 1-1. Just missed. And that one missing low.
3-1.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a base hit into right center field. Langoliers round second on his way to third. The relay throw. Tag. Got him. And that's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Guys start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
This one ends 7-0. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.